on your Zoom. So when you start to play an intro, we can hear it.
Oh, that's what I meant to do before. Okay. Hang on.
I heard something for a second.
Yeah, I stopped it. My Zoom screen is totally blank right now.
All right, I'm gonna stop my team viewer to your computer.
Okay.
That's screwing the stuff. Okay, and now I'm son of a bitch. What's going on here? Hold on. My web browser's trying to play through my TV. All right, why am I seeing? Yeah, don't screen share. Okay, so
Okay, I got a green light down the bottom.
okay, yeah, it's probably going to be helpful to get the virtual webcam thing figured out, but for the short term, let's just see what the stream sounds like.
Okay, let me go do the intro.
Let me see if I can hear it on my computer. Testes 1 2. Why is it still coming out through my freaking TV? Why the frick? I hear you guys. My computer. Oh, this is really weird. There we go. Now I hear it coming through my headphones.
Okay. And it's using about 6%.
So go ahead and cue intro music now.
This is CoCoTALK, the world's leading live talk show featuring the Tandy Color computer. Streaming live on YouTube and Roku, available as a podcast and enjoyed the world over.
I don't hear you.
Okay, well, on Zoom, I'm not sharing anything right now.
Yeah, you need to share system audio on Zoom so we know when things are happening.
Okay, but
just
it's the same
when
as
you
sharing
when
screen,
you go to
right?
share, go to advanced and do just system audio.
Okay.
This is CoCoTALK, the world's leading live talk show featuring the Tandy Color computer. Streaming live on YouTube and Roku, available as a podcast and enjoyed the world over. And now, here's your host.
And at that point, you can just switch over to the main scene. Okay. Switch back to CoCoTALK main.
We've got chat guys.
CoCoTALK, whatever the heck it's called, Zoom main screen. I'm not sure what it's called on yours.
This is like Coco Man saying there's a meltdown coming.
Coming up next, Stevie Meltdown. So now I'm not sure how that thing first came up, Mark, when you did it. Do I have am I muted? And let me unmute.
Okay, so I'll need to share the audio on Zoom at the beginning of the session, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Unless somebody else needs a screen share, you should always be sharing audio. That way, anytime we run a commercial, we know the commercial is running. Because if not, like I didn't, because my live stream is on such a delay, I didn't know what the hell was going on. You talk. Once you guys talk too, so I can hear what you guys sound like.
Oh, it's just me scribbling on notepad here.
Here's my golden tones. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Advanced. Okay, because I will probably forget that little detail. So I'll make note of that. Let's see. Testing 1, 2. I'm probably a little bit low.
From where I sit, you're okay. You're even with Stevie.
Even with Stevie? Okay.
You're even, Steven.
It's not that loud coming through.
Okay.
Compared to how you guys sound to me in Zoom. Like the YouTube feed is like way quieter than the Zoom feed is.
Oh yeah, you know why? He's got to turn up the Yeti mic in OBS. He's got to turn up his local mic.
The whole volume level.
Like
you guys in my ears right now are like super loud, but the YouTube live feed is about 30% of that volume.
Okay, let's see if this goes any better. I push things more in the yellow range. So we got desktop audio and then the Yeti mic. So I also thought about trying these guys out.
Yeah, the output level to the stream should be like louder.
Ron says better.
Push that desktop audio fader a little more.
Okay, let's see. All right, so I got them probably about 90% now. Let me go ahead and run a little bit of the intro.
This
You can't hear me, but I wanted to hear the YouTube part now. So
I pushed that one up to about minus 10 dB.
I want to rock. Yeah, that intro's low. Turn up the intro volume a little bit. I think everything outputting from OBS has got to be cranked up.
Okay, let's try it again.
This is CoCoTALK, the world.
So that was as high as that goes.
Hold on, I can't. And it's confusing as shit for me right now because I'm hearing the YouTube on a delay on top of everything else. Can you share your screen again and let's look at some of the levels? All right, so
that's the Zoom share that puts the desktop on there.
go back to Zoom full. Okay, so go ahead and drag desktop audio all the way to the max. Now, what's the other volume? Isn't there a level for main system volume too, Tom? Do you remember? Like, is main volume a thing?
I don't think so. Not as far as I remember.
I thought there was a scroll down on that screen you were just on, Mark, where we saw everything. Audio, keep scrolling down. That's just all your individual sources. Output, streaming, quality, advanced, I don't know.
Hey, let me go hit the restroom real quick.
Okay, so I see two volume sliders. I see one for desktop audio. I see one for Yeti mic. Shouldn't there be another volume for just like the main volume, Tom? Do you remember?
No. There is no main volume.
Okay, now Ron Delvo says Mark is loud. Let's see. Oh yeah, Mark got louder. Okay. Ron's Coco Man says Ron Delvo's on a restroom break.
Uh-huh.
Testes 1, 2.
Much better.
Did you go somewhere else to listen to it or something, Mark?
No, I had to go to the restroom.
Oh, okay.
It was reaching critical mass.
Oh, okay. So you're taking a page from the Ron Delvo playbook.
Well, at least I left the microphone here.
She didn't take a page from the Grant Lee playbook.
Ron and I must take the same meds.
Coco Man says he's good. Like the volumes are good now. He says.
So probably what I need to do is just as each of these play, just crank them up to the max.
Well, it's not as loud as Zoom is, but that might not be the end of the world. As long as it's as long as the people on the other end can hear it, that's probably good enough.
Yeah, all of these are all the way up.
Yeah.
Coco Man says. Yeah, I just turned mine on, and it sounds it's the same volume as Zoom right now, and what I hear on YouTube.
Okay.
What we would need to do here is we all need to like talk at once and then be quiet for about a good 30 seconds so I can unmute YouTube and hear what it sounds like. So on the count of 3, let's all 3 of us talk at once, okay? 1, 2, 3. I'm talking.
I don't know what you want me to talk about, but
I'm talking.
Oh, yeah.
Mark's gonna go ahead and do this and see what happens.
So
Mark, you're not talking.
and
Mark's voice is broken.
yeah, it's really
All
hard
right,
to talk
okay.
sometimes.
So now let's all be quiet for 30 seconds so I can hear it. All right, so yeah, you're actually coming through pretty loud, Tom. Okay. So yeah, you Tom C, your volume was coming through pretty loud and clear on that. I think it's okay. I mean, we can I mean, I don't know. So let me just do this. Let me look at some levels on what can I do here on my end. If I go to audio settings, let me make sure. Okay. Oh, here's what's going on. Can you guys hear me any louder now?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you
There
can
you
hear
go.
Oh shit. Okay, so my microphone volume in Zoom itself was down low. And since the stream is not picking me up directly, it's only picking me up through Zoom. My Zoom volume is low. Can you go into your audio settings too, Mark B, and see if your microphone, don't have your microphone set to auto adjust. Just have it on manual and crank it all the way up to 11.
All right, I'll stop the share.
No, no. Do you have to stop audio sharing to do that?
Well, that way I could get the menu down here.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Okay, audio settings. Okay, so my mic is on manual.
Testes, 1, 2,
Okay,
3.
I turned my mic up a little bit. So the mic is on manual. It's not. I have not been running it on automatic.
Okay, crank it up to 11. And for whatever reason, we're not seeing the Zoom. So is Zoom full screen on yours? Okay, now it is. Oh, because you stopped screen sharing? Or, I don't know what the hell you were doing before, but before we were looking at a picture of a space shuttle or some shit.
Yeah.
Now we can actually see.
Yeah, when I share Zoom screen, all you get is the desktop that Zoom is running on, and not the Zoom client itself.
No, but you're not supposed to share a screen. You're supposed to be sharing audio. You have to go into sharing, advanced sharing, and just share audio only.
Well, you want to see my screens.
Oh, that was before. Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind. I'm confused. All right.
But you know what? I do have an idea here. Okay, so my mic is all the way up right now. I actually do.
It's actually distorted a little.
All right, let me crank it down a little.
Bring it down a notch. Now, the next thing you need to do on your feed is you need to hide your self view so we don't see the CoCoTALK logo there because your face is already in the video. So when you're done screwing around, because I'm looking at a delay, so I'm still looking at you screwing around on your screen on YouTube. All right, so now you just went back to screen sharing?
Yeah, okay, so let me go back to the audio share.
Just audio sharing?
Yeah, okay, so now we have just audio share.
Okay, now on the Zoom full screen on your actual monitor.
Yep.
On your window where it says CoCoTALK.
Yep.
In the right-hand corner, if you hover, there should be 3 dots or something, or you can right-click and do hide self view.
Like that.
And then at that point, that little CoCoTALK thing should go away from the window, and it should just be me and Tom. Yeah. And if anybody wants to join us and help us test this and break the internet, you can just join the Zoom call and actually get on here with us.
So
instead of armchair quarterbacking.
So, hey, I'm only using 5% of the CPU with no dropped frames.
That's because you're a badass.
Yeah, that's about where it should run. That's about where mine runs.
Yeah, yeah. OBS is pretty lean and mean. All right, so yeah, now on mine because YouTube is so far behind, I just now saw that disappear, that little CoCoTALK thing disappear.
Yeah, there's about a 30-second delay for YouTube.
Yeah. I got to say, though, your voice sounds really good, so you're going to be ready to host a show tomorrow.
Oh, Christ.
Okay, everybody be quiet for 30 seconds so I can hear the playback and see what it sounds like.
All right, so yeah, now on mine, because YouTube is so...
All right, he's still a hair overblown on the broadcast. So his Mark's microphone. So just where it says Yeti mic or whatever, just on OBS itself, just turn that down a touch too.
Yep. All right, I got it down.
Yeah, it's topping off a little.
So
okay.
Tomorrow, if my voice is better, it might be a little different.
Yeah. No, this is pretty good though. Yeah. So. Okay, yeah. Coming through a little hot on the broadcast.
Yeah, so it's mine. And now we just go right into an after dark.
Testes 1 2 testes.
Okay, so my the desktop audio is I've got it all the way high. So my internal mic I've got at the middle of the amber right now.
Yeah, that's probably okay.
Testes 1 2 testes 1 2.
Just as other people get on too, Mark, you might have to just keep an eye on that because sometimes some people's microphones will come way hotter than the others, and that desktop audio you'll see will just be like completely cherry red.
Right.
So you might have to bring that back down a little bit. You know what I mean? And just kind of ride it.
Yeah, I think you're when you talk, you're pegging it.
Yeah, if it's just touching the end, that's okay. It's when it stays in the red is when you got problems.
Yeah, well, it starts bleeding, you know.
Is that you, James?
No, that's me.
I'm here loud and clear, James Diffendeffer. Jimmy D?
Not too loud?
Not too loud. No, sir. Sir, no, sir.
Did we get our problems resolved then from last one?
Well, what we like to do each week is we like to introduce new problems.
It's called making a challenge of it, huh?
Yes, we're gonna come up with problems that have never existed before.
So we're coming up with tomorrow's problems.
Tomorrow's problems today, and making a few more in the process.
Yeah, just learning about OBS here.
I'm listening to it on Facebook right now. It sounds pretty good on Facebook.
Yep, I heard you guys talking on Facebook. It was okay. The different voice levels were a little, off.
Hey, what's the subject?
Hey, Mark.
Hey, what's the topic there, Marco?
Markety.
It does.
Okay, so Mark, your volume on Zoom itself sounds good. I'm going to listen to the playback on Facebook here in just a second when that comes through.
Does it? Oh.
Actually, the Facebook is less laggy, is less behind than YouTube is. YouTube is further behind than Facebook is. And okay, yeah, Keith Cunningham just says sounds awesome on Facebook. I'm going to go into Zoom and lower my level just a little bit. It sounds like I'm coming in a little bit hot from the rest of you guys. I'm going to go to my audio settings and I'm going to turn that down. Although my input level is in the green, I'm going to go down a notch. Okay. How's it sound to you on Zoom, Mark? Does it sound okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zoom sounds fine. Oh,
Mark O.
Sorry. Not used to 2 marks.
Yeah, James, you're a little low, actually.
When I'm feeling down.
So there's a friend of mine who's watching on the Facebook feed.
Okay.
She said, okay, so, and she's texting me, so.
All right, so let me go ahead and listen to one of these streams and just hear what it sounds like. I'm going to unmute YouTube for a second.
I set it to automatically adjust the volume here. I don't know if it'll help.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, another thing you might want to do, Mark B. Yeah, you're still low, James. You might want to exit and quit the TeamViewer application because that will screw with things like Zoom and screen sharing sometimes. So even though we closed the session, the little tray icon might still be there. So you might want to right mouse click quit TeamViewer.
Okay.
If it is running. Mark, what I would suggest, not Mark, but James Diffendaffer, if you don't mind, can you take your Zoom microphone off of auto volume and like maybe manually drag it up fairly high?
Okay.
And then and then just talk for a little bit, and then I'm gonna listen back to the playback and see what it sounds like online.
Let's see here. Volume is set to max.
Okay, it's not set to auto.
I had it on max, and then I changed it to auto, and then
uncheck auto, and then manually drag it to max.
Yeah, it's on max. But I'm using the microphone on my laptop, which is several feet away. So,
well, from across the room, that's not bad.
Yeah, my laptop doesn't have a microphone input for my headphones.
Oh, we have a request from Jason Riker that says, "Can you explain the basic ROM?"
In 2 words. The first one is cluster, and I'm not going to say that.
Well, it's basically a ROM.
We can bleep that in the post.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you didn't sound too bad. You didn't sound too bad there, James. So, okay, I think in general this is okay.
Cool beans.
We got a pretty buttoned up.
I can sit here and listen to it a little bit more, I guess. It's confusing to listen to you guys live and then listen to the replay. It just screws with me, so it's hard to, you know.
It's like listening to ghosts from the past.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, let me go ahead and run a couple of scenes and play with their
Yeah,
volumes.
do that.
All right, so we got full screen.
The reading's growing stronger, Captain.
Hello, I'm David Ladd. Thank you for watching CoCoTALK, the world's leading live CoCoTALK.
Hi there, this is Mark Overholzer, and you're watching CoCoTALK, the world's leading weekly talk show where you can join in.
Hey, this is Bruce Moore, author of Force of Doom, and you're watching the original gamer Stevie Stroke.
Hi, it's Ron Dovo, Timberman, and this is CoCoTALK.
Hello, this is Grant Leedy with CoCoTALK. Got your Coco 3 yet?
From the makers of the Switcheroo.
Hi, this is Curtis Boyle, part of... Hey, this is Bruce Moore, author of Force of Doom, and you're watching the original...
Hi, it's Ron Dovo, Timberman, and this is CoCoTALK.
Hello, this is Grant Leedy with CoCoTALK.
Hi, this is Curtis Boyle, part of the CoCoTALK crew of people.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, I'm Tim. Playing Daggerith like that idiot from the book. You're watching CoCoTALK.
Hi, I'm Bruce Moore, and this is... Jacob Moore.
This concludes another episode of CoCoTALK, the world's leading live talk show.
Okay. Because not all of them have the TV screen around it, do they?
Right. I don't know, honestly.
Okay.
No, probably not. Some of them don't. When they start off with the bumper, they might not have a TV screen around them, so it makes it harder to...
On those three with the Monty Python theme, the part right before the foot is a little lower than the rest of it.
Yeah, so that would be an indication that that one needs to be restretched or whatever.
No, the volume level.
Freaking Ken.
Okay, Curtis Boyle says it sounds good on Facebook on his phone.
That's good.
Welcome to Short Attention Span Theater. Freaking guys.
Amazing all the people that show up. Amazing all the people that show up on no notice.
Yeah.
It's kind of flattering, though, to know that people have you on basically notification.
Whenever we need an armchair quarterback, apparently there's a couple people that will volunteer without asking.
Apparently there's some people on here that have no life and read notification when you go online.
Tim Franklin's out there. Hey, Tim Franklin, how are you? So
Clifford Franklin? Oh.
And by the way, Mark Overholzer, you have been unofficially kind of been our chat moderator, and so not to forget to acknowledge that. I wanted to make sure you didn't think I wasn't aware that you were doing that. But I just want to, I'm looking for, what I'm trying to do is get people to say, listen, this is the piece that I want to own, and let's assign a name to a task. And so since that task never had an official title, but you always unofficially did it, so you are the chief guru of chat moderation, and we just need to look for backups for you, assuming you want to continue to do that role.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. I'm also working on the indexing too, slowly. But I mean,
yeah.
And I might not be able to talk tomorrow.
No, you're gonna have to, dude. It's your responsibility.
I'll start some sign language. I only know a couple of things. Welcome to Laryngitis Talk.
So yeah, we got people watching us on Facebook. So on the Facebook, on the book face, as Simon caught it last week, he goes, "Hey," Simon's like, "Yeah, just leave me a message on book face," with this nice little British accent there. Book face. So on book face, we've got Ronnie Delvoe. We've got Keith Cunningham. Hello, Keith. We've got Ronnie Delvoe. We got Keith. We got Jason. We got Tim Franklin. We got Mark D. We got L. Curtis. Tim Franklin. Now let's see who we got over on TubeView.
So was there a way to scroll back through the chat, or?
There is if you have that chat client thing, and that chat client thing opened up automatically when you opened OBS. I don't know how to get it back. Look on your start menu and see if it shows up there. But if not, you can download the client from the website too.
Okay.
But that's the neat thing. When you sign into OBS into the Restream account, no, it automatically launched that Restream chat client.
And
I don't know if you can find it from the start menu to launch it manually.
Let's see, virtual webcam. Maybe I can really break it tomorrow.
So what I'll do here is I'm going to put in the Zoom chat, I'm going to put the link to download the chat client manually. I'll put that in there for you. And then you would just have to download that, install that, and sign in with the credentials I put in this stream info thing. But that way you can put it on one of the monitors that people can't see. You know, like you can have it running on the same monitor as your OBS or something.
Well, maybe.
And then when you have that thing open, then yes, you can scroll back in there. And I think that chat client actually keeps the entire history because the website doesn't. It's like when you can, like if you had YouTube open in a browser, you can like scroll back to a point, but at some point in time it starts to kind of truncate old chats. So do you guys say truncate or truncate? How do you guys like to say that word?
Truncate.
Truncate?
I say cut off.
And cut it off.
Truncate.
So on TubeView, we have myself, we have Coco Man, we have Ron Delvoe, we have Tom C on YouTube, we have I like how Restream will Restream bot will take chat from other places and feed it over to YouTube. So like people on YouTube can see when Ron Delvoe is chatting on Facebook and stuff like that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I guess I gotta watch that because the chat, when I opened up the chat to look at that, it broadcast.
Okay, and then John Anchor says, "Good evening, fellas. Sorry, John, if I didn't see that earlier. We're doing a test here, so we're not paying full attention. Hello, John. Hello, Restream bot from Facebook. Mark D, this is just a test." Coco Man says, cake. Okay. So that's where, and it's kind of a luxury, but you don't necessarily need a third monitor, but that's when I decided I wanted a third monitor so I could always have chat open on screen left. You know, so I've got like my main production screen is screen center, Zoom is screen right, and then chat is screen left. So that's like the ultimate. But then the other problem is you got so many things to try to, so many squirrels to try to keep your eye on, you know, and so like it's hard to stay focused on everything. So ideally, you know, when we have somebody like Mark O, who's going to be watching the chat, he'll just chime in saying, hey, you know, so and so mentioned this, and try to bring the text chat into the voice chat whenever applicable.
I want to make sure that if somebody asks a question that it gets noticed.
Right, right. And we want to when we can, and it's, you know, you don't always remember, and I'm guilty of this. I don't want to interrupt people talking, but sometimes if we can, we want to try to bring the text chat into the conversation and make them more part of the show, and speak about it verbally rather than just speaking it as an offline thing, because now you have like a whole sidebar conversation happening while you have the verbal conversation. I'd like to try to, whenever possible, bring those two together. So when people chat, question, or comment, we try to reverbalize it into what we're talking about to make them feel more kind of acknowledged, I think. I don't know. Or if nothing else, it'll help the people listening later on, you know. But I do want to try to do a better job or increasing amount of kind of recognizing and validating the people text chatting with us.
Which program did we use that you did a raise a hand thing or whatever?
Oh, this one has it, but I don't ever remember to look at it. So yeah, this one here on Zoom, you can like raise your hand.
I was trying to find where the heck
How do we raise our hand? Is it under chat? I don't invite. I don't know.
No,
dude.
I think it's under participants. I think you bring that up.
Under participants.
And then I think there's a way to raise.
Oh, and then if you click on participants. See, if you click on participants, then there's a thing to say raise hand.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we should all together.
Oh, yeah, there's raise hand. Yeah.
I think together as a team right now, we should all sing the CoCoTALK is rocking the 8-bit world song together. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Do we get accompaniment?
Yeah. CoCoTALK is rocking the 8-bit world, keeping the tandy flame alive. We may be mocked, but we'll never stop. Because CoCoTALK is rocking the 8-bit world. Yeah. There you go. Bruce Moore, quit your day job. I'm taking over.
Yeah, we'll get the lyrics for everybody. Sing along sheets.
Where's that ukulele?
Yes, the freaking. Oh, is that? Oh, I got to put that in the Google Drive. I've got Nick Marota's ukulele video. I can put that in Google Drive. I think it's just sitting on my desktop right now.
Please stop saying Nick Marota.
Name so nice, you must say it thrice.
Uh-oh, Nick Marota joined. Everybody stop and Stevie has to repeat it 3 times.
He's like Beetlejuice. You got to say his name 3 times. So. Let's try the CoCoTALK theme song again now. CoCoTALK is rocking the world. We may be mocked, but we'll never stop. Because CoCoTALK is rocking the 8-bit world. Mark B, how come you're not singing?
Because I can barely talk.
That's no excuse. Come on, commitment. Show must go on.
Not a team player.
Was anybody singing?
Was anybody singing? Curtis says, as a test of singing skills, this is an utter failure.
Well, it is referred to as a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
We're just gonna have a big dumpster this time.
Oh yeah, bigger dumpster.
We need a picture of like a dump on fire. You know, an entire trash dump.
All right, let me listen to the live stream playback for a second here. Was I? It's not playing.
When you guys were trying to sing it, it was kind of garbled.
I'm replaying the part where we were singing right now. This is too good to. I get to sit here and just replay this.
Yeah, if everybody was in the same room, so that we weren't totally out of sync due to the delays.
Well, in 2 weeks, everyone will be in the same room.
Well, not all of us.
Tim Franklin says, I throw shoes at cats outside singing better than that.
Good thing we're not anywhere close to his shoe.
Ken Reichard says this is a core dumpster. Oh, man. Well, I think this is pretty not bad.
So was everything working? The intro and the whole 9 yards, or?
I mean, it should, right? You kind of cycled through all the video clips, right, Mark B?
Yeah.
And we can hear audio. The only thing we got to figure out, maybe if we could figure out how to get that virtual camera driver working, the plugin, where that way other people can see the scene instead of just seeing that logo. I mean, it's not the end of the world if you can't. You just got to remember, if you're going to stream it, you need to hide self view so we don't see that CoCoTalk logo in the panel.
Right.
Yeah. Other than that, because even when you do have the virtual camera, you still want to hide the self view because you don't want to see the scene inside the scene, you know. But I don't know how that works. So maybe, I don't know if Tom can look up and send you the link or something. Or do you remember where you got it from, Tom? See the?
I got it from the OBS website. It's just a plugin that you get from the OBS website.
Let me go to the OBS.
Just install the plugin.
What is it? OBS.org or something?
OBSproject.com or something, I think. Just Google virtual cam, OBS virtual cam. It'll take you right to it.
Okay, if I just Google OBS virtual camera, OBS virtual camera, open broadcast software. So it's OBS virtual cam 2.0.2, dated from July of 2017. So it may or may not be compatible with the latest version. But I'm going to put the link in chat. I don't know how to add plugins. You just install them and they show up. Is it that easy, or is it more complicated than that?
I did it once many moons ago. Okay. I couldn't tell you.
I'm putting it in the Zoom chat, Mark B.
Okay. And I need to quickly drag this over here.
Excuse me. CoCoTalk is rocking the 8-bit world.
It says it's Windows only. For the
Windows,
OBS
that's fine. He's running Windows. That's fine.
All right.
It's just the question is
that Mac thing.
Keeping the tiny flame alive. We may be mocked, but we'll never stop.
So let's see what happens when I minimize things.
8-bit world. Yeah. It's Belly Button Friday. Let's see him. Yeah, Ron.
Ron. And right about now, people should be really glad some of us aren't on camera.
I'm waiting for Man Boob Mondays.
Something you can really get behind.
So it's asking me if I want to register 4 virtual cameras or 1 camera.
Probably just one's enough, right?
I would think so.
If one is good, 4 is even better, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, so it's going to close OBS Studio.
That means the stream will be temporarily interrupted. Here's everybody's least favorite Canadian, Curtis Boyle.
Is this the right place to show our man boobs? I was just checking.
Well, it's on Monday. On Monday.
Hey, Neil Blanchard just joined us. Hello, Neil Blanchard. On Bookface.
Hang on, let me. It's gonna.
What about Blanchard?
Neil Blanchard just joined us on Bookface.
All right. So to finish installing this, I'll have to close OBS.
That's fine. The stream will stop. You can restart it. People will figure it out. We'll find it. Screw them. We don't care about it.
I'd say the volume balance between the commercials and the live speaking is.
All right. I've got the streaming running again.
The stream is running again. For those who lost the stream is back.
Okay. I have virtual cam now.
Trust this.
Okay, so switch your camera in Zoom to be the virtual.
Back up on Facebook.
Oops. Start there. Close that.
CoCoTalk is rocking the 8-bit world.
Well,
it might actually start a whole new video now too, or is it back?
You know what? I bet you I got to open or close and open Zoom.
Now here's the thing, because you are logged in as the main CoCoTalk, when you go to end Zoom, don't hit end meeting, just hit leave meeting and not end for all or something like that, because you could accidentally, drop the whole thing.
Okay. Okay. So end meeting down here. Let's see what it tells me.
CoCoTalk is rocking the 8. So yeah, I guess it starts a new stream, and so the old stream on Facebook won't resume because it creates a new stream. So you'd have to like.
And there you go, just like that, folded back in.
Okay, there it is. I see it. Okay. So now what you want to do, what I can do is I can hit pin video. So now I'm looking at the whole scene on my Zoom. Is that what you guys do when I do this? When I share my screens, you guys just hit pin video?
I usually pin the main feed.
The main feed, which is what I'm doing now.
It sometimes gets shut off, so.
Yeah, it does. When people start talking, it starts jumping around again. It's like,
okay.
Yeah, you got to pin it out.
Okay, so now obviously, Mark B, you have it on speaker view because I see it switching scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now you can switch between speaker view and panel view, and you want to make sure you hit hide self view, so we don't see the scene within the scene.
I can find it.
Display a scene within a scene, so you can see what we've seen.
We have that whole Inception thing going on.
Well, I see you doing that.
So now I see the entire thing. Oh, look at this!
Looks good.
Sir David Ladd has just joined us.
Everybody rise.
Hey, David, what have you been up to? Oh, I really like breaking things. Really?
Right.
Really?
So I shared the computer.
Don't make me get medieval on
Oh,
we can barely hear you, David.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's creepy David Ladd.
Creepy quiet David Ladd.
Oh, yeah.
All right, David, you need to increase your volume in Zoom because you're cold compared to the rest of us.
So are you guys seeing me in the Zoom now, or?
Well, we see your camera on the bottom.
Okay.
You're at the bottom by the CoCoTALK number 103.
Oh, even though
white shirt, living room behind you.
So I was able to see that the whole time.
Yeah, and we can see you down there now.
Okay.
You're in a special spot.
Oh, we could see it with the CoCoTALK logo before.
Oh, okay.
All right, so the virtual camera works. It's just a plug-in that you got to add, huh?
Yeah, I just installed it, and then I went and turned on the camera.
Since try playing the sponsors clip for just a second so we can see what it looks and sounds like. CoCoTALK would like to thank some of our community members and sponsors. Check out the Coco VGA project at cocovga.com. Boyson Technologies at boysontech.com. Jim Brain and Retro Innovations can be found at go4retro.com. That's cool.
Sounds good.
Any better?
Yeah.
Much better.
Talk again, David Ladd.
Is this any better?
Well, you're still creepy, but your volume's a little bit louder.
Louder, creepy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Wow. This is almost like being on Discord.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, creepy David Ladd.
With the live Psych Center ward room there that David always shows up in.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's Rob Inman from California.
Now it's a party.
Now it's a party.
Hello, Rob.
Hello, David.
We got.
Oh, no, there's two of them.
Oh, I've missed you, Rob.
Wow.
With now twice the creepy.
For those who have not had the pleasure of creepy David Ladd, soak it in.
For those of you that cannot quite get enough creepy.
Yes.
So where's that After Dark intro?
Yeah.
Oh, we far went past After Dark at this point.
Only you can fill 18 slots, David.
D.
Oh,
Bruce
I don't
Moore
know.
says
I
working
think
on
I can
Facebook.
overflow with the 18.
Mm-hmm.
This is CoCoTALK under the sheets now at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
From what I heard,
CoCoTALK, the orgy edition.
yeah, from what I heard, David couldn't even fill a mini MPI.
I don't know. That's not what she said.
Yeah, he doesn't handle the interrupts well either. So.
Oh, does he have a programmable timer?
Does this thing count to 3? Because that's all he needs. Ron Delvaux says, "Tell David it's Belly Button Friday." He's not going to give up on that.
So, Richard Ivy, he's says he needs to get a webcam. So I've had good luck.
Who needs to get a webcam?
Richard Ivy.
He doesn't need to. He just needs a microphone if you want to join us audio.
You can just do straight audio.
Yeah,
So-
most of us have a face for radio anyway, so.
Yeah.
So
We've had a lot of requests here, to go to straight audio. So
Yeah. Yeah. We have actually had a request to go to audio and then to mute the volume.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just want to tell him that I've had good luck with the Logitech 920.
Oh, the Logitech 920 camera as far as cameras go?
Yeah, it's fairly inexpensive and works pretty well.
Yeah, I've been playing with the Logitech G Hub replacement from the Logitech gaming software. So it now gives you the ability with your Logitech G devices to set up buttons to work with Discord, OBS. So basically, you can do a lot of stuff from just pressing any button you want.
Any button on what?
Your G series keyboards, mice, headsets.
I don't have that stuff, so I wasn't sure what you were talking about. When you said G, I thought you were talking about a special kind of camera or something.
G spot? What?
James, if you've got a G spot, I really think we need to be having a talk.
And everybody's got one. You just got to look hard enough to find it.
Yeah, I'm not going
Back
down
on the
there.
rails, guys.
I hope we've stopped streaming by
No, well,
now.
on Facebook, the quality is really good. Like I'm looking at the fonts and everything, and the text. It's very crisp.
Yeah, it seems to be doing better than it was before, to be honest.
Yeah, it's nice and sharp.
It's really sharp and crisp.
Are you doing a 720p signal or a
720p at 6 megabits?
Is the feed on the left from Facebook, or is that from YouTube, or both?
It's both. It's combined chat. If it's got a blue icon next to it, it's Facebook. If it's got a red, it's YouTube.
Oh, okay. I see the icon now.
Yeah, so it's like a
the
little
yellow icon. It's a warning that David Ladd just sent something creepy. So.
Yeah. Yeah, but the visual fidelity of it is really good. It's a little bit blurry in Zoom itself, but that's okay. That's just it's
just lower bandwidth.
Yeah,
it's a bandwidth thing.
It's kind of a perk for us to even see it, honestly.
It's not like most of us know how to read anyway. So
Yeah, but like I'm watching it in Facebook, and it's really
I don't even see it in Zoom. Oh, that's because it's a self view, isn't it?
Yeah, because you're hiding your self view. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I see Rob Inman.
So, what resolution were we previously using?
Mostly, Neil Blanchard says dumpster fire. Thank you, Neil. Mostly 720p. I think once in a while I went to 1080p because I had a hard time with the fonts and the chat scaling right. But I think that kind of worked itself out. I mean, 720p is really fine.
most podcasts do that, I think.
Yeah.
Except for nature shows and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, this is really clean.
Could the improvement be the hardware, like the video card, be able to render faster?
It could be because you've got a higher end. I got a 960. You got a 1060. Also, maybe it's just OBS.
I would think it's OBS because 720 doesn't take that much.
Yeah.
Render.
No, it's OBS uses whatever the NVENC engine is that's in the drivers. So.
Yeah. So in my case, it's using the NVIDIA.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is, if you've got it set to use the NVENC encoder.
Yeah, which I think it does. No,
Yes,
this
it is. He's
really
actually
good.
using the same settings I was using.
Yeah, this is really good. This looks really, really good on the screen. I'm really happy with this.
Looks excellent.
Yep.
Now, if we could just do something about the content.
Yeah. That's one step
Different
at a time.
One step at a time.
Yeah, one step at a time.
Why start now?
Yeah.
We'll try to get our content good by the time we land on the moon again. That's
if we ever landed on the moon.
Oh, allegedly.
Yeah, the moon, Kubrick's office, whatever.
You know, whatever it is.
Well, the Israelis didn't quite get it right.
Oh, they landed okay.
Yeah.
Well, not okay, but they landed.
They didn't walk away from it.
Yeah, so how does it...
The idea was being able to use the spacecraft further.
Oh, okay. Well, listen.
Well, wasn't it Japan that did that asteroid where they blew a hole in it to do stuff? Israel just got a little ahead of the game on the moon and blew a little hole. Follow up, we'll be fine.
How does it feel to be the broadcast engineer now, Mark B?
It'll be busy.
How does it feel? Wait, what is that?
How does it feel? I'm still believing. Let's just go through all the Bruce Moore hits right now. So
he's got a lot of hits now.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, number 9.
The candy flame alive. Sorry.
Yeah, we did that earlier. Now we got more voices. Let's get this harmony going. Let's do the CoCoTALK is rocking the 8-bit world here. This is great for ratings. All right, I'll go ahead and start it off. 3, 2, 1. CoCoTALK is rocking the 8-bit world. Keeping the time alive. We may be mocked, but we'll never stop.
The lag for everybody is
I know, it just adds to the horror of it all.
Oh, the horror.
We're going to break Facebook pretty soon.
It'll never work.
I just reported you for violating Facebook community standards.
I think we're going to get a copyright hit from.
To the 12 people watching us right now, we're sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry.
We're sorry, eh?
We're sorry.
We're all Canadian, eh?
Hey, we're sorry.
We're sorry.
We're sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Canada doesn't want me. They sent me back to the U.S.
Canada has a no creepy clause, and
we're sorry we have standards up here in Canada.
We're sorry. We're sorry, David. Really? Really? Oh my God.
Prime Minister, I'm not sure.
Now what we need to get Oprah Winfrey to give out soundboards to everybody, so everybody who streams the show, look under your chair. You get a soundboard, and you get a soundboard.
No, we just need to pay Oprah $50 million to.
And you got to get the same one that I do that works 20% of the time. We got to keep the same production value here. We can't have a reliable soundboard.
So that's how I mute myself.
It has to be as reliable as the harmonies we have when we sing together.
Keeping the tender flame alive.
A CoCoTALK. CoCoTALK.
Yeah, this looks good, man.
So, Stevie, you keep saying it looks good because you're impressed with OBS as opposed to XSplit.
Yes, or just in general, just the broadcast. Because listen, I'm not used to watching the show like on a full screen scenario. You know.
No, it is better quality than it has been. I think that's OBS related.
Very possible.
Yeah, and I think Mark, your lighting is a lot better than it used to be. That normally is. You're a lot brighter.
Mark O?
Yeah, Mark O.
Me?
Yeah, I can see you better.
Okay. It's the usual. 100-watt LED bulb and a window.
So we got Jim Brain says 20% audio times 10% content times 5% relevance equals 0% value.
Approximately 0%.
Oh, so it's priceless.
Nobody likes a math wizard. Come on.
Yeah. I think 0% value is a step up.
We're out of the negatives.
So he's got approximate. So.
No, we're still in the negatives. He forgot to include the video part of it too.
Oh yeah, the video that really takes it down several notches.
Way down.
No, the margin of error is plus or minus Marty Goodman. You know, special guest raises the content value,
but only when they're speaking.
This is good. This is good. We got a lot of people on the call right now, so it's
Everything's still working.
Have we tried sharing live streams and see how that streams across too, or if somebody wants a demo game or something?
Yeah, let's try. I could use some training in that.
That was the danger area.
Well, Mark B would have to stop sharing his audio for somebody else to try to share. Who wants to try to share something for news, for example? Or I could share a screen, I guess, technically. Okay. Who wants to share a screen? If not, I will if nobody else.
I don't have anything ready or ready to go.
So I'm going to try this. Share screen 3. Okay, I just locked Zoom when I did that. All right, so can you
we can see your audio levels, and you got your chat.
Yeah, that's what I have open on screen 3. That's my right monitor.
I'm seeing that in Zoom. I'm just waiting to see if Facebook's going to catch up with that.
Yeah, can you make me full screen now, or spotlight, or whatever it's called, Mark B?
You should be.
Okay, well, that's just a delay on Facebook now, I guess. Okay, there it is.
So I've got it on speaker view, and then I've switched to the full screen on the OBS.
Well, you can still have it on the other view, but just have my video. Well, who the fuck is wiping their ass with sandpaper right now? What the fuck? This is a professional show here, people.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Well, Stevie,
no, it's not
quit,
Stevie.
I was in
if you quit scratching your ass, you would have had that.
It was me, Curtis Boyle. Sorry.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Is that Greg?
I'm sorry.
That's Greg.
Where's Greg?
Sorry.
Greg joined us.
Hey,
Grant.
Is this better? Is this better?
Put it back to the main scene where we can see the sidebar chat and stuff too. But of course, I'm seeing everything on a delay, so I'm watching it on.
It is clear though. Like I can read your screen. I lost screen shares. It hasn't been.
Oh man.
I lost the Zoom feed when I shared my screen. But I'm waiting for Facebook to catch up to where I can see the sidebar chat and the live stream.
So
again.
why is the show always looks better when Stevie's not hosting?
Because Stevie's not hosting.
Hey Grant, Richard Lorbiescu wanted me to send you a message.
Wait, I can turn Grant's mic up.
You can turn it up?
Yeah. Can you? I have control over Grant's mic right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ron DeVoe says I'm holding my wife's ears. Yeah, earmuffs, people.
Oh, gee. All right, I'm off. I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye, David.
All right, bye.
All right, I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, I've stopped sharing now, and now the Zoom call has come back. Okay, now I see the Zoom call again.
And now somebody's a tornado.
I have to say the screen sharing quality is a lot better too. So sometimes that fuzzed out a bit before, and it was the same high quality, high clearness that we've been seeing on the rest of the switching and ads and stuff.
Try switching back to core dump so we can see a transition and hear the audio and stuff. That was a little loud. Can you drag that one down a notch or two?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so that's about even now on my ears.
I guess it's just louder than the rest of us, but
I got to take off later, guys.
All right.
See you, James.
Bye, James.
Hey, Grant is with us. Hey, Grant, how are you?
Hey, doing pretty good. Yourself?
Hey,
not bad, not bad.
Stevie, on the ads and transitions and stuff, have you actually tried balancing the sound between them all?
Tom's been working on that. Tom C, our audio engineer.
So, Grant, how'd you get...
Are we liking the OBS or whatever the hell this is called better?
I think for the most part, yes.
I think it's definitely got more powerful encoding because it seems to be a lot smoother, especially on Facebook. The stream looks really good.
Yeah, bless you.
Yeah, it looks really good on YouTube
I'm watching you sneeze on Facebook. I mean, that must have been an older sneeze. God bless you. God bless you about 25 seconds ago, Mark Overholzer.
Hey.
It's just because he's allergic to the show.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Delvo, for my out.
So what time's the show for tomorrow?
2 p.m. Eastern. We'll send out a official announcement.
And that's permanent now again, right?
Or
not?
Until we change it. Until the next time we change it. Yeah. This is permanently official forever until the next time.
Okay, so we're no longer doing the evening shows now?
Well, we're not. Well, we're gonna make the main show 2 o'clock, and that way we can still have like after darks and stuff too.
No, okay. So we'll go back to the way it was. Okay.
And there'll be a little less pressure on the after dark folks, so it can be, a little crazier.
Yeah, you can say things like,
you can make damn sure you're not sober by that time. So.
Yeah, you can make comments like, "Who's wiping their ass with sandpaper?" and things like that. Somebody get that damn cat some water and stop wiping your ass with sandpaper.
Yeah, that's gonna be my new production company.
Yeah.
This is good. It's not as bad as wiping your cat's ass with sandpaper.
Oh, having your cat lick your ass feels like sandpaper, so it's all the same.
From experience,
Guys. Or so a friend told me anyway. So
asking for a friend, yeah.
Wait a second. Did we just cross the line to edgy and sophomoric here?
Oh, I think we crossed the line.
We're going to get that explicit.
We're no longer Facebook friendly.
I think it's unsafe for grandkids at this
point. Maybe kids too.
Grandpa?
And it's unsafe for adults with taste, but that never affected us.
Unsafe for human consumption. Jim Brain says we need to run that core dump again. It's better than hearing all the useless chatter. Mark B, were you able to download? You don't have to do it now, but I sent you the link if you want to download the Restream client. The way you could have that open if you ever want to have that running and be able to scroll back in the chat and stuff, or other people too. Like Mark O, are you able to see the stream info channel? Are you on that one in Discord?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So what you might want to do too is I posted the link to download the Restream chat client.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to have that running,
okay,
that would give you a combined chat of Facebook and YouTube.
So
and then you could scroll back into it.
He is running Ubuntu too, though. I wonder, does Restream have
No, the Restream is not. It's Windows only.
Okay.
Restream chat client's Windows only.
So
there is a URL. There's a web URL. There's a web URL for it. So if you find I posted the login to the Restream account. If you log into the Restream account and click on chat, then there is a web URL for the Restream chat.
So I'll need that link again.
OBS Restream widget updater. I'm trying to find it here.
I'll need that link again. Does I reset Zoom? It wiped it out.
Oh well. Okay. Hold on. Let me just copy it and repaste it in Zoom, or it should be in the stream info. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on.
The chat's running in a second window here, and I do that pop-out chat on YouTube, so you get your separate little window that's just chat, and then Facebook I just shrink and pause the video. And...
All right. Well, the one nice thing about the Restream chat is it just combines them into one.
Yeah, that's good for viewing, but if you're trying to answer somebody, it's nice to be able to answer in the correct one. You don't answer somebody in Facebook on YouTube.
Well, when you respond through that client, it posts it everywhere.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I saved that in a text file.
I'm seeing the OBS Virtual Cam and the Google Share Drive and.
Okay, and then I thought a minute ago.
Real-time alerts via Streamlabs.
Okay, hold on. Let me do this. Restream.
Oh, that's the Virtual Cam link.
Yeah. Okay, I posted it only in. Now here's the thing that sucks. Here is this only lets me. Let me try this. Copy. Let me try to paste this. I'm going to paste it into Restream chat. OBS project, virtual camera. Okay. So I just posted the link in there to Restream chat into...
I see it. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not.
I like this setup better. It's a lot cleaner.
I've got the Zoom chat up over here. That's where I can copy it from.
Yeah, but I don't know if I repasted it or not. I'll.
No, only the virtual. Oh, there we go. It just came up.
Restream IO chat dash product. Ron says, "Where's my?" Says this chatter is causing my androids to fill up. Are you talking about your hemorrhoids or your androids? He says, "Where's my donut pillow?"
Okay, I'll probably get that later.
Yeah, and then you would just sign in if you install the Windows GUI client. You would just sign in with the same account info. That should be in there somewhere. For those who want to run the web URL chat client, you can just log into the Restream account with those same credentials.
Right.
Yeah, no, this is great, man. We're gonna have more than one person can monitor the chat. We're gonna have more than one person who can stream the show. We have a fairly consistent looking stream layout now too, so regardless of who's broadcasting the show, they'll all look fairly consistent. Consistent content. This is good. It's becoming a professional show, man.
I have a new toy.
Is that your Yeti?
It's called something else.
Okay.
5 times.
Yeah.
Oh. Can't.
Bigfoot?
Too small to be the Loch Ness Monster.
Something like that.
Intelligent Commodore owner or something like that? I don't know.
Five Fine? What the hell does that say? I can't see it.
5 Fine technology, yeah. It's there's a simulation of a where is that? There's a woman.
Looks like a vibrating dildo.
Jesus Christ, Grant. You've been on the show for 20 minutes. You've already taken it
dragging it through the mud.
Yep.
It really depends on how you use it.
That's very edgy.
Yeah.
Borderline sophomoric.
I mean, Grant, anything can be a dildo.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
I mean, I could, you can find it in the grocery store even.
Wow. I don't know where we're going with all of this, but I'm not sure I like the smell of it.
We're going to my bedroom.
Doesn't sound productive to me.
Yeah. Have we beat this one to death? No, this is good though.
Looks great.
What did we have to do for you, Rob Inman, to tie up any loose ends on your OBS?
Well, I think you wanted to look at my setup. We don't necessarily have to do that immediately if we're all set for tomorrow.
Okay.
I did get the microphone to help with that issue.
Okay.
We'll see
microphone and headphones and.
Yeah, I do have a pair of headphones as well.
On the PC.
Yep, I do. They're not very good ones, but they'll work. So, but if you're using OBS and then it'll be easy once you do look at my setup. I guess I have to.
Yeah, I gleaned a few things by looking at Mark B's again because I only looked at it once when I helped Tom. So yeah, it's a little bit of a learning curve and like a refamiliarization, but it's fairly straightforward program and simple, elegantly powerful. I think So I'm really liking how this looks on Facebook. I'm on one of my screens. I'm running the stream full screen on Facebook, and it's super clean.
Yeah, it looks good on my TV.
The text fonts are like perfect. I mean, everything is super clean. I think this is a good balance. 720p at 6 megabits is the good balance. I can hear Mark's keyboard, so that's good.
So who's streaming during Coco Fest?
We're going to have several people who know how to do this now, so we have a simultaneous stream going on, a stream within a stream.
And since I'll be here in not there, I can do the stream.
Oh, so we could still have a live show, and maybe we could be the foreign correspondents that reporting live from CoCoFest. It's
back to you, Mark.
Back to you, Mark B. We got Mark O and Mark B now, so. No, this is really good. We probably have room, Mark. I mean, not that you really need to see more of your room, but if you wanted to change your camera resolution to widescreen, we probably have enough real estate down there where we could make your camera field of view wider and move the fonts over. But all we're going to see is more of your crappy room anyway, so probably not that necessary.
All you're going to get is the cat on the bed.
The cat. No, man, I get to sit here and stare at this screen, how clean it is all freaking day long, and this is really nice. Let's sing some more on CoCoTALK is rocking 8-bit world. Come on, guys.
Keeping the tandy flame
alive. We may be mocked, but we'll never stop. This CoCoTALK is rocking the 8-bit world.
Yes. So is this the point where I hit the outro?
Press the button.
Yeah.
Frank.
Do you have a master mute button? That'd be kind of handy.
He does. He could mute us all. He could end the Zoom call.
Set it up.
He could rage quit the stream. You have the power to rage quit now, Mark B.
And take all of us with you.
That's a lot of power. With great power comes great responsibility. So we got Mark set up now. We'll get Terry Steeg going. Hopefully next time we see Brian Weasler, we'll get him going. We'll do a little bit of spot checking on Rob. And what I'm really hoping too is we're kind of starting off with this somewhat cookie cutter thing, but I really hope that, as people do this more, everybody will kind of make it a little bit their own. You can take all these commercial clips and make up your own different commercial breaks and, come up with your own stuff, and everybody can add their own flavor to when they broadcast the show, so we kind of start with this template, and then as you get used to OBS and you kind of see things, you might find some little tweaks or creative touches you want to add to it, and it'd be cool to see these different, accents and punctuations on the different versions of the show,
Well, I do have plans for a future Hollywood Squares opening where the in the image will be L. Curtis Boyle.
L. Center Square.
Bingo. Oh, sorry.
from the bathroom, Grant Levy. Oh, Jesus.
Live from the piss bowl. That's Grant Lady.
I
from an outhouse in winter time.
I would have hoped you guys were forgotten about that.
Never.
Never.
That other show never had anybody piss live on the air.
I think it was.
But I understand they're working.
They're working.
Yeah, they're working on it.
Today's host discussion: who can piss the loudest?
Just wait, I gotta get more beer.
Oh my God. That's our claim to fame. Bodily functions live on the air. We've had an EMP. I think we've had everything except somebody basically shart themselves on the air. And,
that's you would be willing to talk about it, but
let's just not go there.
We had the EMP, so that was history.
We have so much more other important stuff.
We had Grant taking a leaky.
People don't know, but Dale Phelps actually crapped himself live on the air. Most people don't know that.
Didn't know that.
No. Yep. True story.
Probably better we didn't.
Excellent. So so I'm sorry but Mark B, thanks for doing this. I'm sorry your voice is not working for you, but you're good. You don't have to talk tomorrow if you can't, but you're good to do this, right? So we're going to be able to count on that.
Yeah, I'll be around.
Yeah, he'd be the equivalent of a technical director on Twit who handles it.
Yeah. So I'd like to be on the show for as much of the show as possible, but I gotta
awake
be off
too, or just on the show? Are you gonna be snoring, or?
Yeah. But around 4:30, I'm gonna have to jump off because we're going to a local minor league baseball game tomorrow night. Tomorrow evening, I should say. Oh yeah, well the login. Okay, I'll just put it in here, but the login is in there, so it's
I looked for it, but I couldn't see it. No.
Yeah, I didn't see it in Discord.
There's this key, this restream key, but there is not the login.
No, I thought I put it in there.
Okay.
I just put it in Zoom chat.
All right.
I actually have a little bit of free time tonight, so I'll see if we can hunt down a couple of stories.
Oh, there you go. Or if not, make them up.
Yeah. Well, since there's this little Gimme X update, so
fake news. Let's make up some fake news. I was talking to Nick Marentes a little bit this evening when I was driving home. It was probably around 6-ish my time. So we were chatting for a few. He's going to make the show tomorrow. So.
Do you got any updates on his stuff? Or?
Seriously, I get an image captcha?
Yeah. When you go to sign in, you got to identify freaking cars and street lights and storefronts and butt cracks and all kinds of stuff. So.
It didn't show in my Zoom chat.
He said it privately to me, actually.
Oh, then I didn't mean to do that privately.
Okay, well,
I didn't
actually,
even
it didn't work.
Let me go to. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. Send this chat to everyone. So. Okay, there's that. And there's the password. And essentially the username and the password. Yeah, Mikey joined us on YouTube because I just tuned in and I get to hear Grant's potty mouth.
You must want to post that password on Facebook, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh, they have it for Windows or Mac.
A Mac binary won't run on Linux, right?
Nope, but Windows will with Wine.
But you could also just log into Restream with those credentials and go to chat and launch the web URL chat client. Your choice.
That's good to know. I'll give one Wine with I'll give
Yeah, but because if you have that, that chat client, like I'm able to scroll all the way back to when I started, and so it will keep the history and it keeps them all combined too. And if you respond through that chat client, that response will go out to all the different networks. So you can post a link once and it'll go to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So you don't have to post in two different places.
I should mention the YouTube chat looks like, because it's getting that Restream bot thing, it's actually putting all the Facebook and YouTube comments.
Yeah, it's doing that integration. So that's kind of a nice feature. So people in YouTube can see what people on Facebook are saying.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't. The YouTube or the Facebook side doesn't show the YouTube one.
No. Well, but it won't show it in the Facebook in the chat, but it's showing it in the video because it's all baked into the live video.
And now that the video is a lot better quality, you can actually read it anyways, because it sometimes was spotty.
Yeah. The only thing I wish it did is it would be nice if it brought through people's like little profile pictures and stuff. It doesn't do that. It's just a generic icon of what network they're on, if they're on. Because this is also linked to Twitch and Mixer too, so you might see some purple icons for Twitch and a blue icon for Mixer.
Gotcha. So unfortunately,
chat client now part of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Wine says that it needs Windows 7 or above. So Wine must be emulating like Windows XP.
And it looks like you have dragged your little chat window halfway over to the Zoom window, Mark B, because I could see it there for a second. Now it just went away.
Yeah, and I gotta watch that because if the chat, if I have it too far over, you'll broadcast all the chat.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so you need to be able to see the window so you don't lose it. Yeah, I got you.
So, yep, third monitor. Okay.
So currently, when we multi-stream to include the YouTube CoCoTALK channel, the maximum stream length is 4 hours because that's a default for Facebook live streaming. However, on my original gamer channel, because I'm in this level up program, which is like for game streaming, I can actually stream for up to 8 hours. So I need to see if I can get the CoCoTALK thing to become a level up thing. The only problem with that is in order to be eligible for level up, you have to have so many people like your page. You've got to be able to stream so many times a week. There's like criteria to stay in the program.
We have no way of trying to leverage that. Too bad we don't have a show where we can go on and ask people to do that.
Yeah, to like the page. Yeah.
Yeah.
If only.
If only.
If only we could go back in time and never have started this show in the first place.
Well, I would think one of the items we need to go over tomorrow is that Coco Fest is what, 2 weeks away?
Something like that.
3 weeks
2.
out. Yeah.
Oh, Bruce Moore is not going to be there.
Oh no!
I know.
What's your likelihood, Curtis Boyle? I'm making it to Coco Fest right now.
Really slim.
Is it just work wise?
No, I also have a hot water heater or tank leak now.
Oh no.
So basically, I've been shutting the master valve off in the house when I'm not using water here, and then firing it up if I need a shower or cook something. So
you guys don't have duct tape in Canada? Duct tape fixes everything.
The overflow valve right now, even if you have the valve shut off. So I don't know if it's just the valve or if there's too much pressure built up or what's going on.
Hey, Nick Marotta just joined us.
Sounds like a good time to travel, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, except I need the money to fix a water heater.
Well.
Here's what I'm going to do, because I don't think it's currently in the Google Drive. And if anybody wants to add this, I'm going to drag in should I put it in commercials or videos? But the Nick Marotta ukulele bumper thing he recorded, where should that go? Where does that make more sense? Commercials, maybe?
Well, it's not a commercial, so make it a video.
It's more like a bumper.
I'm thinking videos.
I'll put it in videos. All right. So in the videos folder, I'm going to drag that one in there. And it's just called Nick Coco 2 Bumper. That's what it's called. So I'm going to drag it in there. Okay, it's in there. It's going to take a little while to synchronize through the Google Drive, so you might not see it right away. But it's there. So if anybody wants to add the Nick Marotta ukulele bumper, it's there for your viewing and listening pleasure. Oh, Nick Marotta says it's called hockey tape in Canada. It's not called duct tape.
Yeah, it's what you use for fixing hockey sticks.
We call it duct tape.
You fix it for wrapping up your hockey sticks, honestly.
Now we call it duct tape up here. If you watch Red Green, that's a Canadian show with Steve Smith. So.
Yep. Sponsored by 3M Canada.
Yeah. He used to do a show with his wife, actually, who had a really weird name. What the heck was it? Morag or something like that. But they did a comedy duo as a husband and wife team for years before Red Green.
Actually, I just got a red green shirt, the one that says, "Man, if your wife doesn't find you handsome, she'll at least find you handy." Yep.
Not handsy. You can get arrested for that. So
handy.
Oh, Nick Marotta wants to know what his royalties are for playing his clip. You'll
tell him the same as everybody else's.
Yeah, you're gonna get 33% of what we're paying Bruce Moore right now. The real talent. No, I mean. CoCoTALK would like to thank some of our... This concludes another episode of CoCoTALK, the world's leading live talk show featuring the Tandy Color Computer. For all things CoCoTALK...
It's like you know, buying your ticket for Coachella early and finding out there's no headliners.
Ah.
I got no Bruce Moore. I got potentially no Curtis Boyle.
Man, might as well cancel
the odds keep getting slimmer.
Yeah, they might as well just cancel Coco Fest at this point.
Well,
Looks like I'm staring at one of Grant's hemorrhoids or something.
Yeah, Mark, that's what I had to do with OBS. Whenever anybody had something they wanted to present as far as the video, is add it in the hour before the show goes on.
Okay.
hernia talk.
Oh, and also because those scenes were black, you probably didn't have system sound or microphone in those scenes. That was just black dead silence to the stream.
Yeah, because I didn't add any of that stuff to it yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know
Well,
what
listen, this is why it's called a test. We're testing things and we're adding things as we go. So yeah, it will be. And I think standards and practices probably blacked us out a few times too when we started.
Yeah, I like this OBS.
Oh, now I hear it.
Yeah, well, it'll play on just a media player.
Okay.
So I guess I'll have to stop streaming in order to get it to actually add.
Or what you could do is you could just do a screen share now and just use it right in the VLC or media player.
Yeah, you could just play. Yeah, just drag it over to the same screen that Zoom is in right now and play it full screen in media player.
You are watching CoCoTALK, the world's leading weekly video podcast featuring
Oh
a
my
Tandy
God.
Color computer.
Nick
Spread the
Marotta.
love to the past, present, and
Totally.
future for all models, including the original color computer, the Coco 3, and the world-renowned exclusive French-Canadian Coco 2, the Radio Shack.
The Radio Shack. Coco do the Radio Shack. And I heard Boise today pronounce Coco de properly. I can't say it right. So, but I say it like they say it in the commercial. So if I'm saying it wrong, then the commercial's wrong. Because doesn't the commercial sound like it's saying do? Coco do?
That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like to you guys?
whatever the French E.
Yeah,
or AEU or something. It's
Maybe,
whatever. I'm not
maybe
French.
it's like how broadcasters over enunciate. Maybe the Canadian, version of that.
WNBC.
Yeah, there you go. WNBC.
WNBC.
So Stevie, I got the Restream.io Windows client running under Wine on Linux. So
okay, and I saw you posted a test, and it showed through on all the networks. I saw a Facebook test and a Twitch test and everything else. Yeah, chat test. Yeah. Okay. So if you have that running prior to the show starting, you'll be able to backpedal through all the chat from all the networks into one window.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. I see on Facebook it says CoCoTALK, but on I guess YouTube it shows your name.
Okay. Yeah, which is my name on the channel that it's on. Yeah.
All right.
We can impersonate Stevie and get him in trouble. That sounds awesome.
WNBC. I was thinking we should do a mock commercial like WMC10.
For all your window opening needs.
Yeah. Now, supposedly, Tom C found a plugin for OBS that has where you can add the real-time clock to the stream too. So if we want to have that time.
Oh, we definitely need that.
I like the real-time clock.
Yeah, there was one program. There was one plugin that handled that and animation. So again, if you wanted to put the
animated because that's what we're missing right now are like the patrons on the bottom of the screen where I can scroll through them.
Yeah, all that stuff was in the same plugin.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look for that plugin. Play with it.
Yeah, I pay $5 a month for my name to go across that screen.
Oh yeah.
I will say this, and I it's not an empty gesture, but I do have a room at the venue with 2 beds, separate beds. I don't want to share my room, but if it comes down to you not being able to go over the hotel fees, I would rather share the room than have you not go. So I've said it. I don't know exactly who I'm talking to.
to whoever needs whoever needs a bed is out there.
Yes, you do not have to be my snuggle buddy. You will have your separate bed.
Well, hey Stevie, I'm gonna go to Rob's room now.
Okay.
Well.
Oh, that's weird.
That was not one of the people you were talking about. You're obviously just noisy in the bathroom, Grant. That's got to be the main reason, I think.
Yeah, you got some bathroom issues.
Steve, when I did the test for the chat, it popped up on all 3 networks.
Yeah.
As from you.
Yep.
So I guess I'll use that sparingly.
Right, but like if you needed to post a link, like if we're saying, hey, we're going to post a link to what we're just talking about now, you can post it in that one chat client and not have to like post
everybody gets to see
Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that, So
yeah, but if you see this one test came from 4.
Because you get one from the purple one is Twitch, the X is Mixer, the blue is Facebook, and the red is YouTube, right? So yeah.
For general announcements, like a web page link to go to, that's actually a really good idea to have it go to all chats at once, so everybody gets to see it.
Okay.
WNBC.
Okay, so while I was playing with that, you talked about the Patreon scroll.
Well, yeah, that's a plugin that we're going to have to get and figure out how to use to have the animated text and the real-time clock and stuff. So if we don't have that ready for tomorrow, we're just, I don't want to push it. Because I don't know how to use it yet. It's a plugin we haven't played with yet.
Okay. Say real-time clock around Jim Brain.
But we'll definitely, now that we know that option exists in OBS, we definitely need to figure it out and make that part of the master plan.
Okay.
What other cool? Did you know much about that clock plugin?
No, we haven't seen it. Tom C just found the link for it, so we haven't actually tried it yet.
Because I know Twit has one where they can actually rotate through the different time zones, and that might be handy too for some people that are trying to figure out what time, if they live in Australia or the UK or Denmark.
Okay. Well, yeah, once we get it
versus
installed,
Eastern and all that stuff.
Right. Once we get it installed, we can look at that.
So Curtis, what we got to do to get you to Coco Fest?
You gotta get him a new hot water heater.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably $200.
I believe you can get those on Amazon now, same day delivery.
Yeah.
I got brides from Amazon, so I mean, we should be able to get a hot water heater.
Yeah, that's how we got our first lady.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Really
Yeah, 2-day free shipping, right? So
he had a Prime membership.
Yeah. That's the advantages of Prime Plus, I guess.
That's it. Prime Plus.
That and the American Express Platinum card. I mean, the Black card.
Don't leave home without it. So yeah, this is good. I like it. I like it. It's almost like we're having a regular show. We're talking about absolutely nothing. This is any other episode of CoCoTALK.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we're not going to have anybody from Canada here this year.
No. William Astle will hopefully still be there.
Yeah, William's still going as far as I know.
He's not a sellout commie.
I'm not 100% off of it yet. I mean, if I can, if it turns out just the valves screwed on the water heater, which is cheap, then that's not a big deal. For me, it's the installation part that's going to be the killer because our labor.
I really have to question your commitments. You're worried about your home flooding when we've got Cocoa Fest to worry about.
And having hot water when I get back.
Where are your priorities, mister?
I mean, I'm having surgery and I'm still going to try to make it. So
yeah, he's having gender reassignment.
No. If you're going to get it right, Steve, I'm having a penis enlargement.
You'll finally be able to see it.
We'll see it now. He's finally going to be able to interface with the Mega Man.
Now we won't have those bathroom things anymore because you can see where he's going. So.
You can see in Grant's icon, they are actually working on him live right now.
That's it.
Doing surgery, and there's a big gust of wind.
Yeah, that's the blowout from his hemorrhoids right now. So.
That's what you call jumping the shark.
That was a computer simulation.
That was Bill Noble's EMP. Oh my God.
We should have labeled this the After Dark test. Sorry.
Yes. This episode is called
Test of Your Patience. That's what it's a test of.
Yeah. Not suitable for grandkids.
Is Mikey coming from California?
No, that's a good question. I know you scared him off the show with your language either, with your dildo talk. So.
He's very sensitive.
Very sensitive. Grandpa, what's a dildo? Well, back in my day. After Doc dead. Oh,
back in my day, that was a cactus.
Oh, Jesus.
Nowadays, you have rib. Back then, we had needle.
Oh, my God.
We sat on the cactus and we liked it. And we were happy about it.
So we got to free up some real estate for that other app too.
Some real estate for what now?
For the scrolling. Patreon scrolls.
I usually put it like on the bottom line, like right above your head is where I would have the Patreons.
Yeah, it's just a thin bar that would go across the bottom there, so you wouldn't be getting.
So it wouldn't be too intrusive or anything.
Yes.
So we'll test that tomorrow, time permitting.
Okay.
So Stevie, are you liking OBS better than XSplit now, or?
For the most part, yeah. And once we can figure out the animated text and the real-time clock, which were some of the features I liked. The thing I like about it is if you don't include system sound when you go to commercial, you can't hear people talking over the commercial like you could with the other one. Stuff like that. So.
Cool. I need to get my computer updated then, and we can. Be back up and running. So because things are finally going to be coming down.
And it's free. You don't have to pay monthly for it like we were doing on XSplit, So
yeah, I paid for a year. So.
Oh, okay.
But no, that's fine. So.
Yeah, when you sign in, instead of doing it as when you go to set up your stream, instead of doing it as a custom RMTP, if you change your stream provider to become restream.io and you sign in with the credentials, when you launch XSplit, it automatically launches the Restream chat client too. And so that's another nice little feature. We when Mark B and I first did it, it came up and I just closed it to get rid of it because I'm like, dude, this is in our way right now. But if he was to close that and reopen it and sign in, it might automatically launch the Restream chat client.
I understand that it's actually part. Yeah, I understand it's part of OBS now. It will do it automatically now.
Yeah, which is nice. So you just have to change your streaming source now from the custom to the one that actually says Restream, and then switch it to Restream and put in the username and password, and then boom, you're golden. So yeah, this is good.
I wonder if there's a way to pull it up from here.
Yeah, that part. Oh yeah, from like a menu or something. Yeah, that part I do not know because it's all new to me.
It worked for Rob when we set him up. I didn't do anything with Restream for him. He just chose it and it worked.
Chose it and it did, and it also opened up the chat client. Did you have the Restream chat client open, Rob, on your computer?
No, it was all integrated.
So, Rob, are you in Hollywood?
Proper?
Well, I mean, are you in LA? Is that where you're from?
Yeah, I'm in LA. I lived in Hollywood for a couple of years. Now I'm in downtown.
Are you in West Hollywood?
No, what are you implying?
It's so funny. I was talking to some of my students last night, and because all my students are former military, and they're like saying like when they're out in certain places they got nowhere to sleep, they actually have to sleep like back to back, where they're just like sitting on their butts and they lean their two backs against each other to hold each other up. And so the thing they say is like, all right, dude, we're gonna sleep back to back, no homo. Like they have to really quickly follow it up with, like Simon says, like, okay, we're gonna sleep back to back, no homo, right? And so you have to everything you do, you end with no homo. So
scientific studies have proven that when you say no homo, even if something homo happens,
I said no. I called it. I called no homo. Right? Doesn't count. Like, is this like Simon says? What if you don't say no homo? What happens then? Hey, you didn't say no homo.
Then you've got some explaining to do.
Yeah. Oh man. I was gonna say something before you guys went down that dark road. I don't remember what it was. So I was watching Mark pet his cat. So unfortunately, there's gonna be one less Coco cat on the show now too, because Mr. Gizmo Man is now in cat heaven.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Very sorry.
I didn't know
How's the dog doing?
Unfortunately, the dog still got many years left on her.
Well, if only the cat had been given some water.
Yeah.
What did she
That
die
is sad
of?
to hear.
He got a tumor, and it was a tumor like on the left side of his face area, sort of. So it kind of like his eye started screwing up, and then his whole head was swelling up, and then it was like extending into his mouth and stuff like that. So it just went from 0 to like grapefruit in like a month's time.
Oh my!
So literally, his head was ready to explode on one side. So it was really bad. So yeah. Yeah, it's horrible because he was in perfect health up until when that thing just really started, getting to where it was, and he went downhill. But it, physically he had that big swollen problem, but like mentally and emotionally he was still very affectionate, and he was purring and liked to be petted and all, and he was eating and everything else. So he was still pretty much being his usual self, other than a giant half exploded head, which I'm sure was incredibly painful to him. Like we were given pain meds and stuff too, like little injections, little plastic syringe type stuff. But it's like you're basically just putting a band-aid on the problem. So
yeah,
it just got to be so bad that we're like, all right, it's time to go. And of course, I had to be the one to take him in. So because he was a gift. So my wife's cat had passed of kidney problems. So Gizmo's 15 years old, so like 16 years ago is when my wife's cat passed away. He was a true Siamese. Not only was he a Siamese, he was one of those Hemingway cats, so he had 6 toes or fingers or whatever, and the extra thumb. Yeah. So he died right around Christmas time from the kidney problem, and so the next year for Christmas is when we got Gizmo. We got him from a shelter. So he was supposed to be my wife's cat, but because she already had to put one cat down, she was like, I'm not doing this again, so I had to go and do it, which is fine. But yeah, it was hard, man. So it was
yeah, I lost one of my dogs, and that was one of the toughest things.
Yeah, I know, man. Excuse me.
It's like losing a kid.
Yeah, it is. And they're a part of your family. So So one less Coco cat, and we kept saying like this is it for us for pets. It's like it's like, and even with the dog, I'm not looking forward to the dog dying, but I am looking forward to sometime after that where we don't have pets. As much as I love having them, we've had pets forever. I'm looking forward to a petless house at some point in time, because there are some benefits to not having to worry about animals. They do bring a lot to your life, but there's some benefits to having one less thing to worry about.
Maybe, you probably need a break. I mean, it'll probably be a good break, but I imagine you'll go back to having one eventually.
Well, maybe when all the kids are out of the house and we need something to entertain us. The kids are gone. Let's get a
show
kid.
for Grant isn't enough.
God, I've been off for 3 weeks and I still get the love.
3 weeks? You've been off for 3 months.
Yeah, Grant.
Yep.
It's taking a long time for that axe wound to heal down there. So.
Oh.
Well, luckily things will be calming down, so you'll be seeing more of me again. So.
Oh Christ. And he's putting Mark B to sleep, and he's streaming the show. So he's not going to rage quit. He's just going to fall asleep on us.
Show it like tomorrow at midnight or something.
Well, I mean, we've done a full show today.
Yeah, we have. It's been 9 hours now.
It'd be great if Mark just fell asleep on the air and snored.
Yeah. If you guys could just stop streaming now, that'd be great. Yeah. Well, for a test, I would say this was a successful test, right?
Yeah, looks good.
Outro.
We got the let's play an official outro, and then we'll have our final parting thoughts and parting gifts, for that matter. So
this concludes another episode of CoCoTALK, the world's leading live talk show featuring the Tandy Color Computer. For all things CoCoTALK, visit us on the web at CoCoTalk.live. We'd love to hear from you. Send feedback, suggestions, even segments via email to CoCoTalk@CoCoTalk.live. Consider supporting the show with a purchase of merchandise from our retro swag shop at 8bit256.com. If you'd like to become a patron of the show, click on the Patreon link on our site at CoCoTalk.live. CoCoTalk would not exist without the community and its cast and crew. Thanks go to Curtis Boyle, David Ladd, Mark Overholzer, Grant Leedy, Bruce Moore, Nick Marentes, Ron Delvaux, Rick Adams, Jason Reichert, Richard Lorbieski, Jim Brain, Karen Anscombe, Simon Jonason, and many, many more. Special thanks to Steve Bjork for production suggestions, and to Brian Joyce, Ken Reichert, and Rob Inman for all of their bonus content and contributions, as well as Roger Taylor for getting us on the Coco TV channel on Roku. Please help support the Coco community by visiting some of its contributors. The Coco Crew podcast at cococrew.org. Glenside Color Computer Club, host of Coco Fest at glensideccc.com. Jim Brain and Retro Innovations at go4retro.com. Tandy Assembly at tandyassembly.com. Boyson Technologies at boysontech.com. Get your own switcheroo and wallaby cable at cocoman.biz. Cloud9 Technologies at cloud9tech.com. CoCoTalk is hosted by Steve Strobridge. Co-hosts, technical directors, segment hosts, and producers Curtis Boyle, David Ladd, Grant Leedy, Mark Overholzer, Ron Delvaux, and Jason Reichert. The CoCoTalk theme song is copyright 2008 by D. Bruce Moore and Greg Sheeler. Mixed, mastered, and produced by D. Bruce Moore. CoCoTalk would like to thank some of our community members and sponsors. Check out the Coco VGA project at cocovga.com. Boyson Technologies at boysontech.com. Jim Brain and Retro Innovations can be found at go4retro.com. Cloud9 Technologies at cloud9tech.com. CoCoTALK is on the Coco TV channel on Roku thanks to Roger Taylor. For a very cool project to turn an SD card into a ROM pack, check out sdpak.com. Get your own switcheroo and wallaby cable at cocoman.biz. Check out some coffee mugs, t-shirts, and swag at our retro swag shop at 8bit256.com. For all things color computer, visit imacoconut.com. That's imacoconut.com. For all things CoCoTALK, visit us on the web at cocotalk.live. Let's not forget the Coco Crew at cococrew.org, Extructus Productions at extructus.com, and certainly, let's not forget the Cylon himself, Ed Snyder, the Zipster at the Zipster Zone, TheZippster zone.com.
Oh, wow.
If your Grant Leedy is burning, you may have contracted a Coco VDG.
Okay, Nick Marotta says he's watching YouTube on Roku and it seems fine. So your mileage may vary on how clear it looks on the YouTube stream, but to me, the Facebook stream, not only is it ahead of YouTube, but it's a lot cleaner than YouTube. So the Facebook stream is just seemingly pristine.
Mine was set for auto on YouTube, but it was actually downgraded a bit. I forced it to a higher res, but it's still not nearly as good as the Facebook one.
Yeah, but it's weird because YouTube will reprocess things later on. So maybe it's doing something optimized. Who knows? You know, honestly, this stuff is way beyond my realm of comprehension.
Maybe on your pay grade.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, the Facebook stream is super clean, super duper clean. This is good. I like it. Yeah, thanks to everybody. This is great, man. This is so great.
All right, ready to press the button?
Yeah, let's press the button, Frank.